Mm. Hello, class 10 children. Good morning. It is after a length we are back with our online classes. Hope you all are safe and fine at home and carrying on with your thought chapters, revisions, and also your home task as provided by all the subject teachers. So keep doing and keep preparing because now it is already August. We have stepped into and few months are left with us to have uh, the exams and pre-boards. So till then we have to get ready for the battlefield. Well, let us go back to our last online class. Before we start today's lesson, let us have the happy moments here uh, that we have completed our textbook treasure trove of short stories and poetries. Of course, we have also completed those chapters which are omitted by the council in this session. Anyways, that was good in your part to know those chapters so that in the future, whenever you do come across those chapters, you may be able to know and answer those questions asked in those chapters. Anyways, let us be back with our textbook, The Merchant of Venice, written by William Shakespeare, to catch what we were doing in our online class in this textbook. We had begun with Act 3, Scene 2, and to recapitulate, we saw the opening of the scene, Act 3, Scene 2. We are in the third casket scene and the final casket scene in the play The Tempest. In the play The Merchant of Venice. Here we saw the scene is taking place in Belmont, and we are in the magnificent house of the heiress Portia. Bassanio has already come to try his luck to win Portia. So we saw when Bassanio appeared in front of Portia, Portia uh, has shared her secrets that she has in her heart. She, on seeing Bassanio, willingly, I mean, provides time for Bassanio to uh, scrutinize the pros and cons of selecting the casket, and Portia doesn't want that Bassanio should do any mistake in selecting the casket because she has already given her heart and soul to this young man, right? And we saw how long here Portia gave the speech to Bassanio, which uh, made Portia to give 1 day time, 2 days time, 1 month time, and even 2 months time to Bassanio to be resolute and firm and uh, select the right casket and win her, right? However, we saw Bassanio did not need any further time to select the casket because he told straight away that the more time he gets to select the casket, the greater pain will be there with him. So why not finish this pain at one go, right? So he got ready to select the casket then and there. Okay, so what happens then? From here we have to continue. So let's be back. So see there, now it is Portia who is to speak in the line. See, curtain drawn from before the caskets. So when Bassanio got ready to select the casket at that very moment, now curtains are drawn and the three caskets are shown to Bassanio to select, right? But before he selects the casket, what did Portia say? Now see here, Portia says, away then. Away then means go ahead. So if you have a wish to select the casket now itself, now you can proceed, you can go ahead. She says, I am locked in one of them. So I am refers to Portia, right? And she tells us that my picture is locked in one of the caskets, right? There are three caskets, as you know, gold, silver, and lead, right? And she tells you that in one of these caskets, my portrait is locked in. So if you are able to select that, you are a winner, right? So see, if you do love me, you will find me out. So if you have love for me, definitely, surely, right? Certainly you'll find uh, me out, find my picture out in the casket, right? She says. And then she tells Narisha, her servant come friend, Narisha, and the rest of the attendants, servants, stand aloof. Aloof means stand aside, right? That means, okay, give a way for Basani to walk in, right? So she tells Narisha and the rest of the attendants to stand aside, okay, stand aloof, right? Let music sound while he doth make his choice, and she prefers to have music at the background. So Portia orders her servants to play music, right? Let there be music at the background, so that, right, uh, let this, okay, event be a ceremonious, right? She's told. So look at the importance of music that Shakespeare has given. Whenever there is an occasion, whenever there is an event, music has a vital role to play. It changes the mood of anybody, right? So she wants to perhaps, okay, uh, make this very you can say tension moment to appear very light, right, with the assistance of music played at the background, right? That's why she suggested her, okay, attendants to play music at the background, right? So let music sound while he doth make his choice, she says. Here he stands for Bassanio. So when Bassanio does make his choice, let there be music played at the background and make it ceremonious. Right? Let us not be tense. Right? She says. Then if you lose, he makes us one like an. Right? Now if Bassanio is unable to choose the right casket, right? If he fails to choose the right casket, like the others have done, right? Prince of Morocco and Prince of Aragon, right? He makes a swan like end. So Bassanio is obviously make a swan like end. It's a phrase. Now what is swan? Swan is a watery bird. It's a water bird, right? And Elizabethans believe that this bird, this watery bird, right, sings only once in his life, and it sings before it dies, right? It sings and dies, right? So this is the special feature of the bird swan, the water bird swan, that it sings only once in his life, and that too just before his death, right? So what did Portia say? Then if he lose, now if Bassanio loses to choose the right cascade, right, Bassanio makes a swan like end. So it is same as the swan dying, right? Fading in music, which fades in music, the importance of music will fade away, right? If he chooses wrong cascade, that the comparison may stand more proper, right? My eyes shall be the stream and water is the bed for him, right? That the comparison between the movement of, okay, Bassanio walking towards the three cascades and selecting them, right? Here Portia compares, right, the moment right now with the swan like end, right? And what will be her condition? She says, my eye shall be the stream and watery deathbed for him. That means, right, my eyes will be filled with tears, and there will be bucket full of tears, right, that I'll shed for him, right? And watery deathbed. Deathbed means grave, right, for him, right? Just like the swan, which dies after singing the song, his first song, right, before his death. So it would be similar to me. Here Portia said. Okay, so if Bassanio fails to choose the right casket, here Portia will have bucket full of tears, right? Cried, right now, for the misfortune she would have in the rest of her life. Okay, so anyhow, she doesn't want to lose Bassanio, as the line, okay, here tells us. Okay, she's already much in love with Bassanio, right? However, there is the norm of lottery that she will have to follow it. Okay, then see, he may win, but there is a chance that Bassanio may win choosing the right casket. There is a possibility, right? So see, he may win, Bassanio may win choosing the right casket. And what is music then? And what will be the same music for? Right, the same music which is played in the background may have two different right now taste. Right, one we already saw, if Bassanio fails, it will be sound like end. Right, now if he wins, if Bassanio wins to choose the right casket, right, now what the same music will be for? She says here that music is even as the florist, with when two subjects bow to a new crown monarch, right? Then what will happen? The same music will be the sound of trumpets then, right? It will be the sound of flourish. Here flourish means trumpet sounds, right? Before in the olden days, in the traditional days, you know that, right? uh, there were no sirens, so there used to be trumpet sound, right, which okay announces that people should clear their way and make uh, a clear way for the monarch to walk, the king to walk, the prince to walk, right? So that was the system. Okay, so she says here that the music is even in the flourish. So then the music will be that's the sound of trumpets, right? When true subjects, that means when loyal citizens of a country bow to a new crown monarch, right? So they show their respect, okay, bowing their head, right now when the prince is coronated as the king of the state, right? Okay, so the music. Look at the change of the music, right? Okay, so what will happen when Basani will choose wrong, and what will happen if Basani will choose the right casket, right? Okay, so the same music will be of different taste. It will be same as, right, uh, the place a moment of the, right, the prince who is crowned to become the king now of the country, of the nation, of the state. Okay, so see, such it is as are those dulcet sound. Dulcet means sweet sounds, right, in breakup day, at the breakup day, that creep into the dreaming bridegroom's ear and summon him to marriage. And the same music will be as lovely as for those bridegrooms, right, who are, right, uh, going to get married on that day, right? So a man, right, who wakes up early in the morning, right, and he prepares himself, right, to look okay as a bridegroom, right, and he would okay proceed to get married okay with his bride, right? So how lovely moment for him would be, right? The music would be of that taste, right, of that pleasurable moment, right, when a man is getting married on that day. So on the day of his marriage he is very happy, right? So such would be the sweet music right now if Basani would choose the right casket. Then see, now he goes, right, and just like a commentator who makes his commentary when the cricket match is going on or football match is going on, likewise he gives a commentary here. So what commentary he gives? Look at here. Now he goes, right? Who goes? Basani, right? Now Basani is walking towards the three caskets with no less presence, but with much more love, right? But with no less presence, he is filled with much love, right? She feels that Basani is possessed with much love, and with his loving heart, he is proceeding right towards the three caskets to make his choice. Then young Alcides. Now, who is Alcides? Right, Alcides is Hercules, the another name of Hercules, who is the son of Alcis. Right. So see there. Then young, okay, Hercules. Okay, when he did redeem the virgin tribute paid by howling Troy to the sea monster. Right. Now this okay portion is again taken from the Trojan, right, war, right, when it is said when he did okay redeem means save, right, when Hercules saved the virgin tribute uh, was the maiden, right, princess of city Troy, right? She was the princess. Her name was Hesione, right? Some even pronounce the name Hesione, right? So both the pronunciations will take, right? It depends on region to pronounce. So some pronounce it Hesione, right? Some pronounce it Hesione, right? So she was the princess of city Troy, right? Who is referred here as virgin tribute, who is unmarried young lady, right? Paid by howling Troy. Howling is the crying people, the people of city Troy, right? They were all crying. Now what happened? See, to the sea monster. So the king, right, did a sacrifice, right, by throwing his daughter, whose name is Hesione, right, the princess of city Troy, into the mouth of the sea monster to be devoured by, to be eaten hungrily by the sea monster, right? This was regarded as sacrifice, right? Perhaps okay, the king learnt that if an unmarried, right, lady from his own family is given a sacrifice to the sea monster, perhaps okay, clear he would gain something better in his life, right? So for that reason, okay, here Hesione was thrown into 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 the um, into the grab of sea monster to be eaten, right? But it was who? It was Alcides, right now, who saved this young lady being eaten hungrily by the sea monster. And when the scene was going on, right, the city Troy people were all right watching this. They were all wailing, they were all crying, but nobody was courageous enough to save this princess, right? Nobody was ready to, right, bold enough, right, to save Hesione from the mouth of the sea monster. Now see, I stand for sacrifice. Now Portia says, I'm also doing the same, right? I'm also now giving my sacrifice, right? Okay, because now everything depends on Bassanio's selecting the casket. If he selects the casket, right, which is with the portrait of Portia, right, the moment will be ceremonious, right? And if unfortunately here Roque Bassanio misses the stance of selecting the right casket, then it will be the end of everything, right? Okay, so see, I stand for sacrifice, so I am being sacrificed here. Right, here Portia says, the rest aloof are the Dardanian wives. So the rest of you all around are just like the Dardanian wives. Dardanian wives are the chosen women, right, who are all there with the tearful eyes. But, right, they can't do anything else than shedding tears to see the scene when Hesione was being devoured by the sea monster. Now see, with bleared visages means with tearful faces, all these women, all these Dardanian wives, all these chosen women were with tearful faces, tears in their eyes, right? But nobody was gutsy enough to save Hesione from the mouth of the sea monster, right? Come forth to view the issue of the people. So they have come out of their homes to view, to watch the issue of the exploit. That means the issue of, you can say, the rescue operation, right? Where Hesione was thrown to the mouth of sea monster, right? So nobody tried to go for the rescue operation in saving the life of these maiden, right? Princess, right? Hesione, right? The princess of city Troy, right? But nobody tried this. Nobody was gutsy enough, right, to go for saving the life of Hesione, right? But it was who? It was Alcides or Hercules who uh, went courageously and saved Hesione from the mouth of the sea monster, right? Now see, go Hercules. Now she views Bassanio as Hercules. So she tells in her own mind, right? Go Alcides, go Hercules, right? Live thou, I live. Now if you leave, so shall I live. Because my life is now completely dependent, right, in your choice. So if you choose the right casket, you live your life, right? And if you live your life, so do I, right? I will be happy to live my life, right? With much, much more dismay, with much, much more dismay. Dismay here means disappointment, anxiety, worries, right? So as long as here Bassanio selects the casket, she would be very much worried, right? She would be very much tense, right? I view the fight, then thou makest the fray. So I watch the fight, then thou makest the right fray. Fray means fighting. So you are going to make a fight. You are going to fight, right, with your choice, right? And I am watching this fight. However, we see here Portia compared, right, Bassanio with Hercules or Alcides, right? So in this context, okay, we saw Hercules, right, went in this rescue operation and saved the life of Hesione, right? It was not that Hercules loved, right, Hesione, right? It was purely that the king of city Troy actually had made a reward, announced a reward, right? That if anybody is courageous enough to save Hesione from the mouth of the sea monster, will be awarded with the horse, right? Right? So it is Hercules who went to save Hesione not for loving Hesione, but for wanting to have a horse for himself, right? Okay, so Bassanio here loves Portia, so he went to select the casket, and Hercules loved the horse, right? So he went to save Hesione, right? Now here, okay, we saw Portia viewing the going of Bassanio towards the three caskets, right? See, takes it right now. Uh, Hercules, okay, walking towards to make a fight against the sea monster. Okay, now see what happened. Music, whilst Bassanio comments on the caskets to himself. So music is played at the background, right? When Bassanio is commenting on the caskets, when he saw the three caskets and the inscriptions written on these three caskets, right? So music is played at the background. However, this music is a love song, right? This is a love song, right? Now, what is the song? Let us okay hear it. Song is played at the background. Tell me, where is fancy bred, or in the heart, or in the head, right? So tell me, where is fancy bred, right? So the song is asking, tell me where the love is born. Fancy bred means love is born. Tell me where the love is born, right? Or in the heart, or in the head. Is it born in the heart, or is it born in the head of a person? So where does love originate in a man, right? Is it in the heart of a man, right? Or is it in the head of a man? The song is singing. Now see, how begot, how nourished. So how is it born? Begot means is it born? How it is born, and how is it nourished, and how is it taken care of? How is it bred, right? Here the song is doing reply, reply, right? So give me the reply, give me the reply. The song is singing. Okay, so tell me where the love is born. Is it born in the heart of a man, or is it born in the head of a man, right? Tell me where it is born. Tell me how it is nourished. Tell me how is it taken care of. How is it, right, bred. Give me the reply, give me the reply, right? Then see, it is engendered in the eyes, right? It is engendered. Engendered means originated, right? So it is originated in the eyes of a person. So it is not in the heart nor in the head. The love is born in the eyes of the person, right? So see, it is engendered in the eyes. So love is born in the eyes of a man, right? In the eyes of a person. With gazing fed, that means it thrives on the loving glances, right? The love, okay, here increases, right, with the loving glances as he keeps seeing, right? So it is the eyes that, right, love is born, okay? And fancy dies in the cradle where it lies, and the love dies in the eyes of the man, right, where it is born, right? Cradle is born, right? So the love is born in the eyes of the man and dies in the eyes of the man, right? So see, let us all ring fancy's knell. So let us all ring the wedding love, the funeral bell, right? Let us all, okay, ring the wedding love, the funeral bell, right? Fancy's knell means funeral bell, right? I will begin it, ding dong bell. So let me begin it, right? And we hear the uh, the bell sound, ding dong bell, and all give a chorus. They sing the same, right? Ding dong bell, ding dong bell. It is a refrain, right? When the same line is repeated, right, by the group, we call it a refrain, right? So all say together, ding dong bell, ding dong bell. So look at the song, right? The song is full of love. It talks about where the love originates, right? It originates in the eyes of the people, right, and dies in the eyes of the people. So as long as you see, you are in love, right? And when you, right, are unseen, right, the love dies. That's what is told, right? So it is not born in the heart of a man. It is also not in the head of a man. It is in the eyes of the person, right? That gives birth to love, as we saw. Okay, then see. Okay, so now what happens after this, right? When Bassanio walks towards, right, the three caskets, right? Now when the song is being played at the background, okay, now what was the thought of Bassanio on seeing the three caskets, right? This portion is very important, right? So it would be better if we continue this in our next class. Thank you very much.